Hello guys, this is Pop Pop from Nini and Pop Pop Slots. I just want to get on here for a minute and say I love each and every one of you. And for the time being, we're not going to do any slot videos till probably now until after Christmas. Christmas is a special time of year. I want y'all to be able to enjoy it with your family and friends. And we may start filming again after Christmas, but it takes time and money to buy presents for kids and grandkids and stuff. So we're gonna stop messing with the casinos till at least after Christmas. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna post a video every night, and that video every night is going to be a Christmas song. I actually do sing. I do sing a little bit, and I'll do a Christmas song for you every night. But tonight is not going to be a Christmas song. Tonight is going to be a powerful quote. And tonight's powerful quote is, I have an autoimmune disease called ankylosing spondylitis. And I live a good fight. I spend a lot of time in my recliner at home or in my mobility chair, and I use my walker around the house. But this goes out to anyone that needs any help out there in the world and thinks little of themselves, not to ever give up the good fight. And just make sure you always press on, because this quote is very powerful. I mean, it's just one of those powerful quotes I've ever heard, and I'm gonna read it verbatim because it's written by somebody else, but it hits home to me because when I found out I had this disease, I stopped believing in things, and that's not what you need to do. Is believe in things. Believe things can get better, and things have gotten better here lately. And so the quote goes like this: the time came to this world where you became a man, but somewhere along the way you stopped believing, and somewhere along the way you changed, and somewhere along the way you started pointing fingers and people were sticking fingers in your face and telling you you're not good. And things got hard. Things got hard for me, guys. And you started looking for someone to blame. I started blaming everything else on everything else except for what I was doing wrong. Then it came like a shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. Every one of you already know. The world ain't full of sunshine and rainbows, guys. It's a very mean and nasty place. And it's very, I mean, it's just straight up a mean and nasty place. And I don't care how tough you are. I drove for the oil field for many years, man. I mean, I wasn't some kind of oil field driver that I went point A, point B and worked for Walmart. I did work for Walmart for a little while, but that came later on in life. But I worked for the oil field. I worked my ass off. I used to be really physically and in shape. I don't care how tough you are. It'll beat you down to your knees if you let it. And it'll keep you there if you let it. Me or nobody is going to take it as hard as life. But it ain't take how hard you get hit or stay on the ground. It's whether or not you can get back up. And it's how hard you hit back. You got to keep moving forward. No matter how much it hurts or how much you take, you got to keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. You know your worth. You know your worth. But you got to be willing to take the hits and be willing to get back up. And stop pointing fingers at people. Stop blaming them for your tragedies or what you're going through. Get back up. You can take a lot of hits and just stop pointing fingers. I mean, it just straight up stop pointing fingers. And stop saying where you want to be. You get where you want to be because you want to be. Because you're not a coward. You're not a coward. Coward's a word for losers. And losers is not something you are. And you're not that. You're better than that. You guys always remember that. No one's ever better than you. You're never better than someone else. You can fall, but it just depends on how hard you get back up. I just want you to understand that quote. You know, take the hits, get back up, keep the good fight. I love each and every one of you on my Pop Poppin' Any Slots page. Love each and every one of y'all on their Facebook, the YouTube. But it's the time for giving. It's Christmas time, guys. Stop taking hits and staying down. Get back up. If you don't have $1 million to give your kids, they understand. If you don't have $3,000 or $4,000 that you can play at the casino, understand. Play what you can play and you can afford, but don't ever let anyone keep you down. I want that quote to sink in with every one of y'all. I have an autoimmune disease, and I let it sit there and keep me down and keep me down. I kept using excuses and excuses after excuse of not doing this and not doing that. I push myself now to do things. When I was driving, man, I took so much pride in that. I took so much pride in driving that semi. No matter how much of a bad mood I was in, I took pride in it. And you know what put me in a good mood a lot of the times? Just the simple fact of a kid going by in a vehicle and wanting me to honk the horn for them. That put a smile on my face. I love each and every one of you. After tonight's video, every night I'm going to post a song, a Christmas song. And whether y'all follow me after that or not, it's up to you. But I want y'all to take that message to heart. No matter how hard you get hit, always get back up. You're not a coward. You are who you are because you want to be who you want to be. If you don't think you're where you're at, where you want to be at, make yourself that way. I'm making myself try to get better. And I've learned the disease I've got is not curable. But always, always get back up. I love each and every one of y'all. I just want that quote to sink into everybody. It's a famous quote. And if y'all have never heard it by the person that said it, I'm not saying it verbatim like he did, but Sylvester Stallone said it right in his movie. And take the hits. Get back up. Show people who's boss. Show that you're worth something. Like I said, we may not be posting any videos between now and Christmas. You know, Christmas has got to be bought for the family. That comes first. If there's money left over and we can go to the casinos. But I'm not just a casino channel. I'm a dad and I'm a grandpa too. And I'm also a husband. We have 8 children. We have 6 boys and 2 girls. And they count on me being here for them emotionally or physically. But you guys all have a good night. And you let that quote sink in. Don't ever stop believing in yourself, because the moment you stop believing in yourself, you lose hope and faith. Don't lose that hope and faith. No matter your religion, no matter your color, no matter your age, don't ever lose that hope and faith. I love each and every one of y'all very much. And I hope this reaches everybody. Y'all make this go viral. Like I said, after tonight, I'll do a Christmas song each night, just to show the holiday spirit, because that's who I am. I mean, I'm just a dad. I'm just a simple guy that lives in a small town in Oklahoma. Don't ever stop believing in yourself. I love each and every one of you guys that pop up in any slots. And even though I'm not playing right now, our slogan will always be, you can't win if you don't spin. Y'all have a good night. And thank you for watching. Love you all.